everyone. So I have been on medication. Plus, I lost the files for 2 weeks ago. Content juice. I don't know if I should cry. Like I feel so bad. But then I have some emotion. So like I have been sick and then I lost files for last 2 weeks content. At least I would have posted something last 2 weeks if I had not lost the files, but I lost the files. That's why I didn't get to post. Yeah, that's the reason why I've been MIA. But I'm here now and I miss you guys. I hope you guys missed me too. My name is Durable Happiness and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, my YouTube channel. In the last few days since the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was sworn in, fuel subsidy was removed. The price of fuel went from 195 naira to 488 naira. Prices of commodities went up and transportation became times 3. Surprisingly, 3 days after the increment of the price of fuel, we've had stable power supply in my area. I don't know about you guys, and I don't know if this is me thinking that this is as a result of a new president. Maybe not, but we shall have light. So the CBN governor, ex-CBN governor Godwin Emefiele, has been suspended and was arrested. His charges have not been made public yet, and I don't know if I should say that serves him right for all of the hardship he has put us through, especially few days before the national election. I started looking for cash up and down. It serves you right, it doesn't serve you right. I'll leave that in my heart. And yes, the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu has also signed the student loan bill. This means that as a Nigerian student, you now have access to an interest-free loan for your education. 500k per annum, and you're expected to make the payments 2 years after your NYSC service. Failure to make this payment, jail straight up. So for those of you guys that are already planning on stealing this money and using it to japa, open your ears very well. Once you fail to make the payments 2 years after you have graduated and you've done your NYSC service, you're going to jail. So think very well before you do anything. Hilda Baci has finally been announced as the world record breaker for the longest cooking marathon by an individual. Yay! Congratulations to you, girl. We all remember that that was last month. This chef became a viral sensation as she started her cooking Cookathon, and as a loving and accommodating and beautiful people that we are as Nigerians, we all came out in mass. We all came out to support this young lady. Those of us that could support her online, we did so. And then a couple of us that could go to the venue, even if it's just to go and eat free food or use it as an opportunity to meet celebrities or to hook up with babes and guys. And then for those of you that use it as an opportunity to finally take your spouse out on a date, yes, we see you guys. Anyways, so a few days after she finished our Cookathon, a couple of people came out and they're like, yeah, they want to beat our record, this and that. And fast forward to June 9th, 2023, a chef in Ekiti, Chef Dammy, started her own Cookathon. She said she wanted to beat Hilda's record and she was planning on cooking for 120 hours. Well, congratulations to her. She was able to beat the 120 hours. Well, we really can't tell because I personally, I didn't even know when she started I didn't know till like 15 hours after she started the whole cooking stuff. So yeah, so if she said she has actually completed it, so I really don't know because there was not like much, I was not really following it, let me be honest. So while she was cooking, there were so many backlash and criticism, like so many hate comments on this poor girl. Why does it have to be a cooking why does it have to be a Cookathon? Why does it have to be after Hilda Baci had done hers and you now decide that you want to beat her record? Why this? Why that? Why is your packaging this? Why is there no PR? Why is your food looking like? There are just so many whys, so many hate comments, so many criticism and all that. Well, now let me bust your bubble. Why you are busy whying this, having so many why questions and criticizing this poor girl? This girl is busy making names for herself and getting endorsement deals. They there, they play, they waste your data. So that will bring us to the topic of today. Why you don't need anybody's permission or anybody's approval to chase or follow your dream. Number one, the sky is big enough to contain all of us. So just as the sky is big enough to contain every flying bird, and just as the sky is big enough for every stars to shine, the sky is also big enough for everyone that wants to follow their dreams or whoever dares to dream. So come on, it's big for everybody. It's big enough to contain every one of us. Then number two, there is no such thing as an original idea. So here's the thing. Over 1,000 people have the same idea as you are. So like when you are thinking about how best to execute this idea, this perfect idea you have in your head, there's somebody else that's also thinking about the same thing. How should I do it? What should I do? The same idea. There's also somebody else thinking about the same idea that you're thinking about. When God created us, he created us in his own likeness and image, meaning that we have the capacity to think and reason. We are a reflection of God's intellectual. So like, have you ever seen an idea you've always wanted to bring to life executed by someone? Let me share a quick story. So I am a fashion accessories kind of person. So like 2 years ago, sometimes 2 years ago, I started selling Kuban, as neck chain. Not this one I'm wearing. Neck chain, right? So I didn't really like stay long in the business because I didn't have like enough capacity to execute the kind of idea of business I really want to, like the kind of fashion accessories I really want to sell. Coupled with the fact that with new businesses comes consistency and hard work. Like you really need to work hard, and you need to like be like out there. Like you should be telling this person you're selling this, you're telling this person you're telling this person, you're telling this person, blah blah blah. So like I stopped. 2 to 3 months ago, I was scrolling through Instagram, and then I stumbled on this lady's business page, and voila, it was like the perfect representation of what I wanted to sell. And it gave me the courage to start again. So I think I started again May, either March or May, I can't remember. I started again, although I am not selling what I really want to sell because I still don't have that capacity yet. So like I have deviated a bit so that I can raise enough capital to stick to what I really want to sell. Coupled with the fact that I am broke and I need to survive. So long and short of the story, you should start at your own level. You don't have to wait till you think you are ready or wait till you think that you have that capacity to start, because that time might not come at the end of the day. So start at your level. So to number 3, there is no such thing as a copycat. So here's the thing. The difference between having an idea with over 1,000 of people is that the first person to bring the idea to life becomes a pioneer. That is why when you start to do something, so many people start to think that, is it because this other person is succeeding in this something, that's why you chose to do it? No, the thing is, you probably might have had the idea. Okay, now let me speak for myself. I have had the idea before, but then me now seeing somebody doing that idea gave me the courage to actually execute the idea. Then another difference is that our processes are different. So like some people might think about the idea might come to them, and then it takes them years and years of planning and preparation before they execute the idea. While some other people, like the idea just comes to them and boom, ASAP, they've started to execute the idea already. So a good example is Hilda, Baci and Chef Dammy. So Hilda Baci she has had this idea for a while, and then it took her time. If we should look at how the venue and everything, the packaging and everything, it was just so perfect. So we could tell that it took her, I don't know if I would say years or months, I don't know, but it took her time. She really did a lot of planning. She had to lose some weight. She had to make researches for the kind of meal she wants to get guide for the kind of meal she wants to prepare. She did PR, like a lot. So we could tell that there were a lot of planning that went into it. Then for Chef Dammy, I don't know if she has always had the idea, but I want to assume that she has probably had the idea one time, and seeing Hilda Baci do this gave her the courage, motivated her to actually just go ahead and do it. And then, oh, Baci has done this. Oh yeah, I have the idea. And then instantly she just choose to like, okay, let her just do this. So this can happen to some other people too. You might have thought of the idea before, and then you really feel like you're not motivated to do it, or you're not pushed to do it. And then when somebody does it, you're like, oh yeah, this is something I can actually do. You don't just, I feel like we as humans, right? We don't just do something because every other person is doing it. It also comes from a place of desire. It comes from a place of desire. So, and then yes, another good example is the set of people that invented telephone. Please don't ask me so many questions about it. Go and Google it yourself and make researches. So to number 4, your dreams and inspiration is valid. You're a copycat, or you took a step because somebody else did it, or you were finally encouraged to do something you've always wanted to do because somebody has become popular in it. It doesn't matter. As far as the sky is big enough to contain every one of us, your idea is valid, your dreams are valid, and you don't need any approval or permission from anyone to follow or chase your dreams. That idea is valid. You don't need to care about what people will say when you finally choose to do this stuff. Oh, I've always had this idea, and now that this person has done it and has done well, if I finally start it now, see, people will not start thinking that hey, I'm trying to be a copycat, or I can't use my head to think. My idea, that idea, even if 100 people have done it and they've succeeded in it, doesn't mean that you should not chase and follow the idea. You never can tell if that is what is going to change your life or would. Then why not? You don't need any validation from anybody but yourself. So guys, that'll be the end of this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to like my videos. I love you guys so much. I don't know why I'm becoming a motivational I'm becoming a motivational speaker. And funny enough, I also think that this particular episode I need it to, because I feel like I've been restricting myself a lot. I've been restricting myself from executing a couple of ideas that I have, because I feel like some of my friends are already executing these ideas. But this is something that I've always had, I've always wanted to do, but because of one thing or the other, I've not been able to like actually start it. And now that my friends have started it and are doing well in it, I feel like if I go and start this something now, so it's not be like I am trying to copy other people. Bro, you aren't copying nobody. The sky is big enough for every one of us. So chase that dream, bro. Chase the dream. I love you guys so much, and yes, please go to the comment section and give me suggestions for this particular episode, this content I used to do, because I'm trying to figure out a name for this particular content. But my brain is empty.